fellow Ambazonian, my fellow brothers and sisters. Dr. Cho Ayaba brought some big words. Dr. Cho Ayaba, the revolutionary leader, the Ambazonians, president of AGOSI, the president of the Ambazonian Governing Council, His Excellency Dr. Cho Ayaba, the Ambazonian revolutionary leader, the father of self-defense, brought some big words. He's addressing the U.S. Senator Karim Bass. He's addressing the Cameroon Election Enablers. He addressed all elites of the Anglo-Saxon extraction and reminds and motivate them based on the advice to stand with their family members and remember the blood of their children. He's speaking also and addressing SDF, Nation Frundi, and reminding them the reason why they have to listen to the cry of their children. Fellow brothers and sisters, let us share and invite to listen to the words of Dr. Cho Ayaba. I wish each and every one a seasonal and a wonderful greetings during this festive season. This is Liberation TV with Major General Vela. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. The Ambazonian revolutionary leader, Dr. Cho Ayaba, brought some big word, some really big, fat and tremendous, big, fat and bigly words. This is to give us the way forward to anyone that still believe in La République of French Cameroon. This message is going to motivate you. It's going to strengthen you and is going to also clear the path and level all the mountains and fill all the valleys for us to walk through. For anyone, if you have been a colonial enabler or trying to go for election, we have forgotten and we have forgiven all the councillors that have resigned. All the mayors and parliamentarians that resigned now have the hearts of the people, and these are the future Ambazonian politicians. This is a time, it's never too late. We understand how La République has brainwashed us to believe in them. And so now, when you resign, you have the people's heart. The time is now. It's not tomorrow, it's now. For all Cameroon politicians that resign, the people are going to love them and love them very bigly and fatly. It's never too late, but now is the time. When you resign now, the people understand that you now understand the gravity of the life of your people, the blood of your children that is being spilled every day. Brothers and sisters, Dr. Cho Ayaba brought some big words for Ambazonian people. All the enablers, SDF, Nation Frundi, and the U.S. Senator Karim Bass. But before we listen to the revolutionary message of Dr. Cho Ayaba, everyone please share and invite, share to your WhatsApp groups, share to your Facebook chat groups, share to your various blogs, pages, and to your various platforms. God bless everyone that is here today, and you are welcome to Liberation TV. You are about to listen from Dr. Cho Ayaba, as Dr. Cho Ayaba brought you some big words. Thank you so much for coming. God bless you. This is yours, the host, Major General Vela. God bless everyone. Please share and invite. You're about to listen the words from the Lion's Man, from the mouth of Dr. Cho Ayaba. Greetings to everyone, and listen attentively while sharing to your family members, friends, and well-wishers. All platforms that you ever know. Thank you so much.
Fellow countrymen and women, my fellow soldiers of the Ambazonian War of Independence, this is Dr. Cho Ayaba. In the next few months, Mr. Biya, plans to hold elections in our homeland. In the past weeks, we have made it absolutely clear to everyone who seeks to participate, promote these elections, will be violating the laws of our land, our territorial integrity, and the right of the Ambazonian people alone to choose their elected officials. I understand Senator Karen Bass has been worried about election officials being arrested. Let me say two things. Number one is that has not been the case. Number two, that will be the case for any Ambazonian who takes instructions from Yaoundé and seeks to legitimize a brutal alien governance structure within our homeland. The United States has to take a clear position with respect to the concept of democracy and sovereignty. What is good for the U.S. in protecting the democratic tradition of the United States in ensuring that only Americans seek to choose their elected leaders is also good for the first democratic country in the continent of Africa. We have enormous respect for the role the United States has and continue to play to make sure that pressure is brought to bear on Yaoundé. We continuously ask the United States to take a clearer stand without any ambiguity in properly contextualizing the conflict within the context of international law and history, and to properly define the conflict parties. Any lack of clarity on these issues will give Mr. Biya an escape route, a route he has used for over 38 years in power. Now, let me address this to the SDF leadership and the CPDM leadership within Ambazonia. I was informed that Nijon Frundi said we have not reached out to him. I have respect for Nijon Frundi, for the role he has played in defending the values of democracy, freedom of choice, conscience, association. These are things we cannot take away from him. But that will not also give him automatic protection once he deviates from these virtues and begins to collaborate with the Yaoundé regime to ensure its legitimization within Ambazonia. I have militated within the Social Democratic Front. I know Nijon Frundi very well. We have met on several occasions. We have strategized on several occasions. And we have talked about the Ambazonian situation. I know he is in a dilemma. And that dilemma is how to deal with Cameroonians who militate within the SDF. Because a 360-degree turnaround for him will look like a betrayal to all those who have sacrificed also within Cameroon to support his leadership. That is why in times like this, leaders with conviction who believe that their constituencies in their overwhelming majority stand for independence will step down as a leader and take a firm position, a position that should reflect that of their constituency. In the absence of this kind of a decision, This is what I would like the chairman to know. In the past few years, I think that was 2017, I sent a delegation to meet Comrade Weaver to discuss about the Amazonian struggle and to convince him to abandon the West, the Cameroon approach, and let's all focus on the Ambazonian approach. The minutes of those discussions are there. That same delegation met John Frundi. That same delegation met all the consortium leaders at that moment to discuss the necessity for all of us to take a common position for Ambazonia rather than trying to reform the colonial state, which has not worked for the past 57 years. It is not only myself, from Gorgi Dinka, many years ago, had also approached the chairman of the Social Democratic Front, begging him to abandon the pursuit for power in Yaoundé. He didn't only do that to John Frundi. He also approached CPDM parliamentarians and asked them to abandon their seat within Yaoundé, the same way that our forebears did with the Eastern House of Assembly in Nigeria. And John Frundi also asked, what will happen if they all abandon their seats in Yaoundé? This is what will happen. It might not be as dramatic as when our leaders walk out of the Eastern House and set up shop in Boe. But occupation is premised on political legitimization. By sitting in the Parliament of Cameroon, by working under the laws put in place by that parliament, by taking orders from the executive organ in Yaoundé, you legitimize Cameroon's occupation within Ambazonia. If all of us, councillors who are sitting within councils in Ambazonia, SDF MPs who are in Yaoundé will withdraw from that system, it will completely delegitimize Cameroon's claim internationally that there are Ambazonians that are working with Yaoundé to find a domestic solution to the Ambazonian question. If all these persons who have continuously sustained Cameroon's political legitimacy within our homeland will take a 360-degree turnaround, it will be difficult for Cameroon internationally to claim any form of public support or private support within our country. Let's look at what happened in the so-called national dialogue, finding Cardinal Christian Tommy, Ni John Frundi, and all of these prominent faces within our country sitting there, not being heard, undermined, disgraced, but at the end, even though their voices were not heard, their contributions totally rejected. Mr. Bia's outcome was seen to a certain extent as having been given some form of legitimacy by these collaborative tendencies of these leaders. Occupation can still function when the foreign dominion legislates within its own parliament and imposes those laws within the occupied territory. That is possible, but that will clearly be defined within the context of an occupying system with different set of rules on how it will function within the occupied territory. But when Cameroon continuously use these individuals to claim that the others who reject its rule are somehow extremist in nature and they can find people in the middle ground with whom to do business, the international community will sit and wait and hope that somehow the John Frundis, the Agbobalas will find a sustainable solution that can maintain the status quo to ensure there is peace and security for international transactions to take place unperturbed. And so it is necessary for all those who seek to participate in an election occupied by a foreign dominion to legitimize its role within our homeland. Understand that the implications are not only political, the implications are issues of life and death. By sitting in Yaoundé, by participating in elections, you legitimize the rule of an occupying power, gives it a kind of a quasi-mandate to continue its brutality on our people. So while you may think that your participation is simply political, the implications are far more. It costs the lives of our people. It prolongs Cameroon's tenure within our homeland. It has economic implications. It has educational implications. It has social implications. These are long-term implications which you can stop at this particular moment by taking a stand for Ambazonia. I doubt if what is pushing you there is financial. Come to think about it. All those mothers and fathers who on a daily basis on Mondays don't go to the market. Look at the sacrifices they make. What about the Sisekos who've lost their jobs? They're locked up in jail. Those were men making a healthy living. They sacrifice it for the general good. What about all the other prisoners who've left their wives, their children, being unable to even support them, being unable to be men enough? They haven't buckled. You can't be seen 3 years into this brutal occupation with the blood of our people spilled on our streets to be legitimizing a political charade of a 90-year-old man whose destiny is written in blood. You should be seen as the aspirations, as the hope of a people. Look at the disgrace called Banda. He abandons Batibo in the heat of the War of Independence, escapes to the capital of the occupying power of the brutal regime, continuously from there to speak for the occupier, legitimize the occupier, back for the occupier in the name of the people of Batibo. What a disgrace of a person that we so much revered, relied on his expertise in law. So if you walk out, if you take a stand for Ambazonia, you delegitimize the occupier. You pen your name in the history books of our country as one of those who in the dire moments of our struggle to be free took a stand for the battered. For anyone who is going to violate the customary practice of the Ambazonian people that has been embedded in the body politics of our struggle in the last 3 years, be rest assured, our forces will take you into custody. Make no mistake, we aren't blinking. No one in this world feels our pain more than we do. No one in this world understands the tragedy we have gone through. If they did, they would have taken a firm stand against the genocide being committed against our people. They wouldn't be prescribing cosmetic measures, standing for national dialogue, standing for international negotiations. All these rhetorical pronouncements lack backbone, lack the kind of international stance that could be taken against a tyrant who's bled not only our people, but his own people, looted the treasuries of our coffers and theirs, and wasted an entire generation. This is our year, 2020. It's a year to make or mar. We all rise up as a people or go down in disgrace. But we have taken a firm stance. We will not tolerate any enabler, anyone who collaborates by omission or commission to prolong the days of Cameroon over our homeland. We've bled enough. We've suffered enough. And our people have demonstrated their capability and ability to take over the running of their affairs and be the masters of their own destiny. For more than 130 years, 3 colonial systems imposed their will over our people. We've survived because of our entrepreneurial spirit. That is the same spirit that is going to lift our nation from the ashes of desperation to the hills of hope. My fellow Ambazonians, we have fought a good fight. We must continuously conduct ourselves as people who want to become members of the international system, a rule-based system which we must respect. We must continuously, as soldiers of the Ambazonian War of Independence, protect our population, to see them as the foundation of our struggle. We must continuously make that sacrifice. If we want to become the masters of our destiny, we must become the primary investors in our own freedom. God bless you all.
Fellow Ambazonians, you have listened to the revolutionary leader, Dr. Cho Ayaba, and everything that he has said. We can all agree with him. He has spoken like a lion man. I don't have anything I can add. I can't even say better. I can't even say even close to what he has said. Please, this short message should be shared fatly and bigly to everyone. This was just purposely for this message. And I think that all of us that have listened to these words, we are all pleased, because these are ordained words from the leader. Fellow brothers and sisters, I want to thank you people all for always being there. As you can see on the screen, as I always say every day, every year, don't give up. It's been almost 3 years when I wrote this. I see light despite pain. Just a matter of time. It's 3 years that I wrote this, don't forget. Do not give up. I see light. I see light despite the pain. We call it struggle. Who said it was going to be easy? No one ever said this was going to be like 1 day, 1 week, and then we arrive. No one said that. It is just a matter of time. Don't give up, my people. Believe in yourself. Take up this revolution as is your day-to-day activities. Take command. Don't only sit and wait for results to come. Be the leader. Stand on your grounds. Support using every method, every means that you have. Don't just sit down and wait for others to do things. Take command. Own it. Treat it like your baby. Get married to the revolution. It is all you got. Your people, your life. It is all we have. There is nothing again left. Last but not the least, no Oyobo man is gonna come to say you are not a free person. The international politics does not work that way. We have got to fight as if we are on our own. We have got to say we have no one. In fact, we don't even need to be saying the name of any country, because when we say the name of any country that will come and destabilize Cameroon, it becomes difficult for that country to do the job. We have to fight and telling the world that we are fighting on our own, so that any country now can come from the back. From the back. because it is against international politics if any country come and fight for us. It doesn't work like that. We have to fight as if we are on our own and let all the countries know that we are on our own. Once anyone that try to help us know now that in the world they perceive that we are on our own, they are going to step in. And when they step in now, no country can say anything bad to them. I hope that you understand this. We are on our own, and we have to show desperation. We have to show that we are on our own. We have to show the deplorable nature, how we want to be free. So that any country stepping in is stepping in now as an act of like, oh, these people have fought so hard, they've been killed. We want to give them more effort to show their ability and capabilities to be free. So the way the international community set in is that they organized an independent voting session, which we call international politics as referendum. And in our referendum, the role played by the international medium is they come and make sure that it is fair, free, and let the people transparently, let the people choose what they want. Actually, the people are the ones to still choose. They only facilitate the process. But we are still the one to go and cast our ballot box and say, yes, we want by independence. Yes, some people will say, oh, federation. Some say, oh, one indivisible Cameroon. And then 99% will say, oh, only independence. That is how we can, there is no way out, I'm telling you. We will fight with guns and bullets when we say negotiated settlement. That's what we are talking about. And during that time, we are going to evolve now to campaign our people. For those of you that want to do politics, the time is coming. There is time for everything. When that time comes, now that's when we will wear our suit and tie and coat and sit in TVs and talk to our people on how to go and cast your ballot box of independence. So the time is coming. Those of you that are politicians, you want to become Ambazonia politicians, get ready. The time is coming soon. I'm telling you folks, the time is coming. Get ready. Get ready how you are going to show your face experience to put your coat and tie and tell your people only put an independence ballot box. Nothing else than independence. Come, those of you that speak grammar, you speak English, you speak grammar. Come now, get ready with your suit and tie and your amber pin. Get ready. Some of you can sew your suit in blue and white. Blue and white, sky blue and white. Sew your suit. Come on, people. The time is coming. The time is soon coming. Don't give up. Do not, you have the part to play. Play your parts. Play as if you are the owner of take ownership on the revolution. It is yours. Our children are your children. It is ours. Don't wait for anyone. Don't say, oh, this leader, those leader. Look at me. If I have to say, oh, that person, ACBC is going live, other TVs are going live, I don't want to open this TV. Even if you are repeating the same news, repeat it. It's bigly and fatly. That's how the people win. Don't say, oh, the other person already said it. You have people who listen to you. Your family listen to you. Your people listen to you. People, your friends listen to you, that they listen to me. Take ownership. Everyone, be the bloggers. You have Facebook, share. Anytime you share information like this, you become a blogger. I want to see bloggers now. Everyone should share. Anyone who share this message, you are an activist. Anyone who share this message, you are a blogger. That's the way we do it, people. That's the way we do it, folks. Remember, we used to share Tapang Ivo. We used to share Mark Barretta. And then we are like, why should I only be sharing Mark and Tapang? Let me now be sharing Tapang and Mark Barretta. Why I'm also doing something for others to share. Right? And we are here today together as one. God bless everyone. God bless all Ambazonians. Have a wonderful time. Freedom is coming. Don't give up. Don't back down. Freedom is coming, as you know. There is nothing on earth that is better than freedom. God bless everyone. It's a pleasure to always have you. Thank you so much.
Yo,